Greetings and salutations, you delivered again, so welcome back to the Fuzzy Wallflower. If you saw my latest Halloween cocktail video, you saw we made a cocktail called the Sazerac Grapefruit Fungi, as seen here. It's based on the movie Suspiria, out of the Cocktails from the Crypt book, and their garnish that they wanted to make was using candy glass, such as this. I never made candy glass before. It looked pretty simple. Just a couple of ingredients. They do have a recipe in the book, but I use more traditional recipe I found on the net. It wasn't much different, but it's basically sugar, corn syrup, cream of tartar, and then if you want food coloring and food flavoring, that's all there is to it. But anyway, let's go to the kitchen and I will show you how I made it. Hopefully I made it okay. For your ingredients, you'll need 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of corn syrup, half a cup of water, and a pinch of cream of tartar. You can also add food coloring and flavoring as an option. First, add your sugar, water, your syrup, and cream of tartar to the pot. Next, turn on the stove to medium-low heat. Stir the ingredients until it bubbles. Then let it heat up to 290 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Take off the heat, and here's where you add your food coloring and flavoring. Lastly, pour the mixture onto a baking tray and let it sit for a few hours. After it totally cools, then you can break it up however you want. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty simple. It's just a lot of patience waiting. It took a lot longer than I expected it to, but and I think I got impatient and took it off a little early. I took it off around 290 instead of letting it get to 300 like it said, the hard crack, because it really sticky. Some of these will actually bend a little bit before they break. You know, so and I tried eating one and it was just getting stuck on my teeth. So if you got dental work, I wouldn't recommend it. But one of the things I did learn is I use my big pot, and it was too shallow for my candy thermometer. It was just barely going in into the candy. So I would say either use a smaller pot so the liquid's deeper, or get a different thermometer than that. But I used my other thermometer to try to get a more accurate reading. Still don't know if either one's very accurate, but hey, it's the first time. I give myself a little credit that it actually turned out halfway decent. Let's say I would probably take the temp a little closer to 300 than maybe I got it a little too soft. I don't know. I guess it's trial and error, or if someone has made this stuff before, maybe y'all can chime in and tell me if that makes a difference or not. Let's say it took a good hour waiting for it to get the temp, because you're not putting it on boil, you're just putting it on medium. So it just takes time. Make sure you got a good book or something. I realized I didn't take a whole lot of food color, maybe half a tablespoon, and probably didn't need that much to do what I needed to do, but it turned out fine. Also, I used about a tablespoon of food flavoring. And I don't know much about the brands and this stuff. Laura Ann was the brand I saw recommended for using for hard candy, so I bought some of it. It actually tastes fine, it's just hard to eat because it's I mean, maybe this thing will melt after a while and give it a little cherry flavor to the drink, but yeah, I can't say I recommend it or not because I don't know enough to say what other brand. I don't even know what other brands are out there. I just saw this was one that popped up a lot, so I went with it. The thing I started getting freaked out was my pot was it was filled with candy after I poured it into the dish, and I didn't know what to do. So I turned on the hot water, got it heated up, and put my pot in the sink with the hot water and let it cool down enough to where I could actually wash it out, and lo and behold, I guess it melted all the sugar in there and it cleaned up pretty easily. So I don't know if I did it right. But it did the trick. And I can say the only other thing was I saw people like smashing it with a hammer, and yeah, I got a lot of small pieces, but it was harder to get a lot of big pieces. So I would say try to cut it with a knife. And speaking of the small pieces, if you put them all in a container and they're sticky, yeah, you'll get a glob. Oh, but it was fun trying it. Maybe I'll try it again sometime. Try some different things and see what happens. But I would say these are great for cocktails for Halloween. Put these in your cupcakes or cake or maybe decorations around other appetizers or something. I don't know, but yeah, that was my experience making hard candy for the first time. I survived and then it did the trick. Oh, what else said? You know what to do. Until next time, cheers.